Hi guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. What's going on? Please like and share this video. Thank you so much. So you guys are watching the viral video. This video is going viral of French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte. She shoved him, and you can see the look on his face. He looked devastated, and she was still angry. Okay, even while they were climbing down the stairs, she still would not let him touch her. Like he was waiting for her hand, and she would not give him her hand. That tells you that she was pissed. Okay, whatever the narrative was, she was pissed. So this is going viral. People obviously saying that there is trouble in paradise and this, that, and the third. I just feel so bad. This is one of those situations where I people, wealthy people, celebrities or politicians or whatever, because everything that they do, they were not expecting this, okay? The door was opening, they were expecting people, obviously the cameras were there, they were expecting that he was going to come out with his wife. They most certainly were not expecting the French president to be shoved. By the way, this happened in Vietnam. They are currently on a tour event in Vietnam when this happened. Even when he reached out for her hands, she would not give it. That tells me that no, she's like, I am not pretending. I am pissed off at you. I wonder what he said, because it was right after he said something to her that she shoved him. It was right after that. He mounted something, and the next thing he got a shove. Okay, and it's just crazy. Again, things happen. Relationships are hard. Okay, relationships are not easy, and I'm more than happy to give them grace. And people go through stuff or whatever. Things are hard. Okay, the world is in chaos. She probably not getting enough time. And like it could be anything. But I really would love to be a fly on the wall and know exactly what was that happening. Even the young lady who went there, the one of the staff, as soon as she saw what was going on, she quickly walked back. Let me see if I can roll this back. As soon as she noticed that there was I think hair, and she's the air whatever she was, I don't know. And so as soon as she saw that, okay, this is not a good time for me to be trying to they need some space. Okay, these two need some space. Okay, like he looks so devastated, and then he tried to play it off, being the diplomat that he is. He tried to smile, he tried to wave, but it is so obvious that he must have been so embarrassed by this, especially knowing that so many people are going to run with this. Political enemies are going to run with this. It's crazy. And you know what is also interesting? Okay, to me, I felt bad. I don't know. I feel bad when something like this happened. Like, I just the look on his face was a very, very embarrassing look on his face, and that made me feel bad for him. But of everything that has happened, when I tell you the one thing that made me laugh so hard was when I was reading the comments. When I was reading the comment and people started referencing Candace Owens. Somebody literally said, Candace Owens is about to have a field day with this. If you don't know, Candace Owens has been on Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte's case for some time now. Candace Owens is pushing this conspiracy theory that Emmanuel Macron married a transgender, that Brigitte is a transgender, and he basically married a man. Like, she has been on at the French president's neck for so long, to the point where they have sent her so many different cease and desist letters, telling her to stop maligning their names. And she has done deep dive, she has done research, and people have, she claimed that her research have shown that Brigitte was born a male who then transitioned. And like, let me just tell you, okay, people who are tagging Candace Owens, they have a reason. They have a reason why they are tagging Candace Owens. When I saw the comment, it made me laugh so hard. I was like, ain't that the truth? Like, she's about to set the cameras, she's about to go in. So let's just go over some comments, especially the ones that made reference to Candace Owens. Somebody says, somebody tag Candace Owens. Another one said, Candace Owens is about to have a field day with this. And then somebody said that lady in the high visibility wear saw the whole thing. She even took a step back when she saw what happened. She looked so uncomfortable afterwards. Then poor guy, he's embarrassed. He really, really felt embarrassed, and that's the reason why I felt so bad for him. Like, you can just see the look on his face. He had such an embarrassing look on his face, like, oh my gosh, what just happened, what just happened? He was wearing the look of, how am I going to get out of this? Like, you could just see the embarrassment written all over his face. And that's the reason why I kind of feel bad for this. And somebody says, algorithm, please bring me back when Candace Owens makes a video about this. It's the Candace Owens reference that is cracking me up. People who, like, because they know. I'm pretty sure that the look on President Macron's face was as a result of thinking about what field day Candace Owens is about to have on account of this little mishap. I feel like he's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That crazy lady in America is about to have a field. People are literally begging the algorithm to please bring them back when Candace Owens makes a video about this. Like, it is so funny. Somebody said Macron better stop worrying about Africa and get his house in order. Oh my God. Somebody says, Candace Owens, come have a look at it. Somebody say, come have a look at it. The person who says somebody tag Candace Owens got a reply that says, she knows. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then somebody said, Candace Owens is about to have a field day with this. And then somebody replied and said, she did. Boys will be boys. I guess that's one of the things that she said, that boys will be boys, because she has been like sitting on this. Like, she has had her foot on Emmanuel Macron's neck over his wife, claiming that she was born a male and that she transitioned. We don't know if that is even true. Okay, but that's what Candace Owens that's what Candace Owens is pushing. Okay. Somebody said the most disturbing part of this relationship is how it started. Brigitte started her relationship with Macron when he was 15 years old, and she was also his teacher. Yeah, but you guys always never keep this same energy. Okay, Republicans and red pillars, they are okay if it is somebody that they like, but when it comes to somebody else that they do not like, they have all the smoke for that person. Okay. Yeah, somebody actually, this is what I just mentioned. Somebody also noticed it. Somebody says, who noticed Macron expected her to hold his hand? I definitely noticed that. And I saw that she was not having it. Whatever she was feeling, she wasn't done feeling it. Whatever she was pissed off about, she wasn't done. And she wasn't about to pretend for the cameras. And she's like, no, 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 no. You are not going to make me pretend as if you didn't just say something to get your face shoved. You're not going to make me pretend and hold your hands. That's not going to happen. And somebody said, isn't this the lady that Candace Owens keeps talking about? She sure is. She sure is. Oh my gosh. Somebody said, yes, that's him. And then the people are saying man, and people are laughing because they don't believe that. They obviously believe Candace Owens. Okay. And somebody says if this was reversed, he will be in trouble. Somebody says she's treating him like one of her kids because he's close to their age, because she's way older than him. And that's what that reference is about. And yeah, I do feel bad. I feel bad for Macron. Somebody said, where is Candace Owens? This is like everybody knows. Imagine a situation where something like this is happening and people are fixated on how Candace Owens is going to react to this. That's what people are fixated on. People want to hear from Candace Owens. And Candace is pregnant. I'm not exactly sure if she's had a baby yet, but she's pregnant. And I think if Candace Owens, the way that she disliked Macron and Brigitte, even if she were in labor, Candace Owens will tell the doctor to hold on. I need to go say something about this. I need to go say something about this viral video of Brigitte shoving Emmanuel Macron. She will literally put her labor on hold to go and turn on the lights and talk about this. But yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for him. So they are responding, obviously. Go ahead and share my screen. They are responding to this. They're obviously not denying, because how can you deny this? There's no way you can deny this. This is too obvious, like it's too blatant. Can't deny it. Let me quickly share this. So this one says, horsing around, France President Emmanuel Macron dismisses viral clip of wife shove. So now he's saying they were horsing around. I mean, what else was he going to say? Was he going to say, yeah, my wife kicked my ass. It's not the first time. She kicks my ass every day. Of course it's not. Of course he's going to say, we were just horsing around. We were blowing off some steam. We were just playing around. It's what we do. You just don't understand. It's what we do. We have an amazing relationship. We play around. For me, I feel like even Brigitte is going to feel so embarrassed that this actually went viral, that people actually saw this. Okay, so this says the article says French President Emmanuel Macron is downplaying a viral video which appears to show his wife and France's First Lady Brigitte Macron shoving his face away before exiting a plane, according to a statement from Ellis Palace. The clip was taken after the couple landed in Hanoi, Vietnam, as part of their Southeast Asian tour. Video shows President Macron standing in the aircraft's open doorways when an out-of-frame hand apparently shoved him away. The president quickly maintained his composure, proceeding to smile and wave before exiting the frame and later exiting the aircraft alongside his wife. President Macron dismissed speculation that the First Lady shoved him, telling reporters May 26 they were just being playful. So this is Macron is quoted being reportedly saying, there's a video showing me joking and teasing my wife, and somehow that becomes a sort of geoplanetary catastrophe, with people even coming up with theories to explain it. We are horsing around and really joking with my wife. That's not what we saw. I like Macron. If you can't already tell, I like Macron. But yeah, that's not what happened. Macron did not deny the legitimacy of the clip, but criticized videographers for taking it out of proportion. The videos are all real, and yes, sometimes people tamper with them, but people are attributing all kinds of nonsense to them. I just feel like, why do I feel like the people that he's talking about, that he's most worried about, is Candace Owens? Why do I feel like that? So the article continues and says, his office later echoed his sentiment, adding that the pair were simply decompressing one last time before their trips. It's a moment of complicity. It was all that was needed to get ammunition to the conspiracy theorist, his office said, according to ABC News. The couple have been married since 2007 after meeting at La Provence Catholique in northern France, where the president was a student and the first lady was a teacher. So that's basically what they're saying, that they were just horsing around, blowing up some steam. Nothing to see here, guys. Nothing to see here. There is no big deal. You guys are making things out of proportion. I call BS, but I also understand. Of course, they're not going to say, yeah, I just had a serious major fight with my wife, and that's why she shoved me. I said something crassy. I said something crazy, and she shoved me. Of course, he's not going to say that. Of course, he's going to say, oh, they were just blowing us some steam. They were just horsing around. It's what they do. I honestly, of all the people that will criticize this video, I honestly believe that the one person that Macron was most worried about was Candace Owens. I believe that. Like, they have literally sent cease and desist upon cease and desist upon cease and desist to Candace to stop talking about Brigitte. And she never stops. And now they have just given her more ammunition. But yeah, hopefully Candace is too busy. She's already had a baby. Hopefully she's too busy to even be concerning herself with whatever is going on with Macron and with the Macrons. But hi, Tula Tula. Hi. So, anyways, this is just a quick update, and I wanted to share this with you guys. Please like this video and also share. I'll catch you later. Bye.